like glass cannons. Like,
well, this is what I was hoping for. Because this always pisses me. This is almost a Division problem, like bullet sponging.
yep, I can't
really
handle it.
over it, and I was like, why can't we just all just do more damage?
Yeah, and you just die quicker.
So that like I'm gonna go down really, really quickly, but at least so will they.
That's what they said in those bullet points. Like now with an engagement, you'll spend a lot more time reconning the area because you might only have a few shots before you die. So you really need to
Make sure
put
you're not
dudes down as quick as possible.
Also, there was one. It was now your companions will not get up after a battle. You have to use stim packs on them, and if you don't, they will
Return.
go back to home. So you'll be without a companion.
I can't believe it's April. Like there's going to be so much on this month.
This is another reason why I'm going to leave it. Like I'm not gonna not play these expansions. I'm just being a little bitch about it because I missed the
I
deadline.
love that you admitted it.
But I'm going to wait until like the
Game of the year.
August lull.
Oh yeah, good call.
The post E3 lull, because it's going to happen, and that way all of it's out, and I can just do another whole Fallout push. How fucking dare you?
Sorry, that was Sean Fry, friend of the show, still raving about Dragon Ball Xenoverse, which is on sale this month on PSN.
And I just don't have the time, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Dark Souls 3 is next week.
And Fallout 4 survival mode. Sean, it's like you knew.
He hasn't finished it even. He just gave up on Fallout.
He's a constant disappointment to me.
Maybe when I tell him survival mode's out, he might be more interested.
That just makes it a whole different game for me. I will roleplay the shit out of that.
Oh no, I'm actually like when I saw that list last week, I think late last week I saw it, and I was on board. I was like, yeah, this is dope.
I was already like playing that game. I roleplay in little weird ways. Like I would limit myself to 2 long guns, main guns, and a sidearm. Just like the
you're
Division.
gonna have to do that now.
Yeah.
The ammo thing, because I remember playing New Vegas, and you have to do on survival mode for that sweet platinum that I have.
Sweet platinum.
And the ammo limit was something like heavy weapons are not an option.
Yep.
Like maybe if you're like, all right, I'm going here to take out this dude, you take a fat boy and a mini nuke, but you've only got one.
I'm going to make a very specific build, and I kind of just want to do what I did, which was just single-shot rifles. Like, you get all those bonuses to hunting rifles,
that and pistols.
Muskets. Yeah, and pistols
Pistols
too.
were good. Pistols are way better.
Just because they're lighter.
Yeah.
That's such a... And then you need lighter armor if you want to be able to, like, make some money.
Melee is also another thing I'm going to do.
Well, they say it's a lot harder now.
Oh, because they do more damage, so one hit and you're going to get down.
It's meant to be more realistic. You can't take a lead pipe to a gunfight.
Oh, hey.
See
That was
what I
pretty
did there?
chill, yeah.
That actually wasn't too bad, was it?
It was seamless.
But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see your pump for it. I thought you hated God Howard.
No. Bethesda, you fucked me with that whole price thing. I'm always hoping that by the time August comes around, they've got like a deal on the season pass.
I'll be fucking furious if they do.
I hope they do. I hope it was like $30 for the season pass.
I reckon you'll get it by the end of the year.
No, the season pass will not go down, I don't think, for the next year.
Yeah.
Like you might
realistically.
I don't see it happening. Because it's when all the shit's coming out. Like, why discount it when it's all coming out?
Yeah, yep. Especially with this DLC. And like we were saying, like this Automatron just got amazing reviews. Like, people were loving it.
Yeah, I'll play it all, but again, it'll be all on survival mode. And
you know what? Did you ever get... What was the female robot that you could have in Fallout 4? She was like French.
She was like Mr. Handy, but...
She was a Mr. Handy, but then you could put her into a synth body.
No, I didn't do any of that.
Apparently you can take her and create a custom body for her as well, and she'll have her personality in the new body.
Yeah, that's cool.
So there's some cool stuff. I'll make a cool robot friend. A little buddy. A little guy.
Cool. Can I make a robot dog?
No.
What's the fucking point?
Worst game ever. IGN. 0 out of 10. Please hire me, IGN. Please hire me. Let's move into today's talking point, Govinda.
Cool.
This one was...
Is that... Are we...
Oh, sorry. Looking outside. It's looking a bit overcast. A little stormy.
I wonder what the PS forecast is.
Nice. A little shout out. Govinda's previous PS forecast a couple weeks back. Enter the Gungeon was released on PSN today.
American today, Australian today?
Today, Australian.
Like, did you
worldwide.
see it on there already?
Yeah, I saw it on our store.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking.
Might not be out in the US.
That would be great. Okay, so I once upon a time, I think even on this show, played a game called Unfinished Swan.
I never played it.
And that is a game...
Oh, no, that came out ages ago.
Yeah, but it came out on PS4, and I'm pretty sure I played it on PS4.
Oh.
And so developed by Giant Sparrow, this week's PS4 cast is What Remains of Edith Finch.
Edith Finch.
And I'm just going to read the little blurb they have about it, because I'm still kind of confused. But if you played Unfinished Swan, it's...
Abstract.
You walk through a white space throwing paint.
Yeah.
And it starts painting the environment around you, and you find your way through, and there's a whole story going on around it. And it's actually a really chill game.
Sounds very nice.
What Remains of Edith Finch is a collection of short stories about a cursed family in Washington state. Each story offers a chance to experience the life of a different family member, with the stories ranging from the early 1900s to the present day. The gameplay and tone of the stories are as varied as the family members themselves. They're only constant... What? Oh, I can't read. Sorry,
it's
guys.
Not easy, is it?
No, it's not. I feel like I'm back in like high school and I'm melting in front of an entire class. The only constant are that each is played from the first-person perspective, and that each story ends with the family member's death.
Wow.
Its game is blah 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 blah. You play as Edith Finch, and you explore the history of your family and why it is that you are the last Finch left alive.
Interesting.
So
We watched a short gameplay video, didn't we?
It's kind of like the art style is really eerie and creepy, and apparently like it can change from story to story.
Ah, like the art style.
Yeah. Or
Interesting.
tone, maybe specifically. But it looks just kind of cool, very like akin to like a Gone Home sort of thing. Just more exploring, very, very story based.
It looks like I'm scared of first person exploring an old house. I just can't handle that shit.
Why?
I don't know. There's something about it just fucking creeps me out.
No, I don't think that I'm. If Unfinished Swan's anything to go by, it's not going to be like a horror at all.
It looked like one.
It's going to be more of like a mystery intrigue sort of thing than like a horror game.
Yep. I still haven't played Gone Home, but even that seemed a bit eerie to me. And I know I'm pretty sure it's not meant to be.
No, I think it is meant to be, but I don't think it is what you expect it to be.
Yep.
Still haven't played it. It was a forecast a while ago, I think, and I was like, yeah, and I'm just still... It's going to be cheap one day.
Yeah, that's it. I'll wait. It's got no platinum. It's not worth my time. Moving on to today's talking point. Shout out to @JSchooled76, a long-time fan, one of our day ones. He gave us this lovely, lovely topic. And it is PS Plus worth it? Versus Microsoft's games with gold.
Now, I just want to reiterate, we've actually had this topic before.
We have.
But this is a new spin on it, and I was on the fence, and now I'm swinging. I'm with you.
You're with.
Because these games for this month are garbage.
They are garbage. Here's just a quick little blurb. The PlayStation Plus free game service is taking a lot of heat from unhappy gamers as Xbox's equivalent Games with Gold subscription continues to pull out one massive AAA title month after month. There's a growing frustration within PS4 owners that this is English, £40 a year service that you must pay for if you want to compete online in PS4 games isn't worth the money. But it's not the service fans are unhappy with, though the occasional PlayStation Network issue is still rather annoying, but more so the seemingly low-caliber games which are on offer. One important thing to remember is that PlayStation Plus was optional on the PlayStation 3 and Vita, but with many now having to pay for online access, they want better games to compensate. However, a number of PS4 users are getting impatient and starting to argue that the recent quality of games available through PS Plus is not justifying the spend, with far too much emphasis on indie titles over AAA. However, the recent Xbox Games with Gold announcement for April, which contains 4 titles which live up to the promise of blockbuster games, has created even more animosity towards PlayStation Plus. And once again this month, PlayStation Plus in April is mainly filled with smaller indie releases, leaving many fans irate. Question is, what sort of games are you getting for your money on both PlayStation Plus and Xbox One Games with Gold? And here they've compiled a list of every game given away on both services over the last year.
What's this month? Like, what's the new one for Xbox?
For Xbox, they are getting Dead Space. Fantastic game. And now, of course, because Xbox One is backwards compatible with the 360, so they're getting all these games plus everything they had access to before, whereas we don't get the PS3 games. Like, we're just kind of fucking stuck with that.
Are you sure they're getting, like, it says Xbox One, Dead Space?
It says Dead Space, Xbox 360, but they're now backwards compatible.
But, like, they have to make the game backwards compatible, so is that definitely backwards compatible for Xbox One?
I'm 90% certain.
Because I feel like if it was Dead Space for Xbox One, it would say Dead Space, Xbox One, Xbox 360.
I'm pretty sure they get them both.
Okay.
I'm fairly sure I read that.
Okay. Because
Tear me apart on the internet if I fucking am wrong.
Okay, we'll see.
So they get Dead Space, The Wolf Among Us, Saints Row 4, and Sunset Overdrive. Compared to our...
Oh, Sunset Overdrive is... That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's... No, straight up.
Here we go.
Bullshit.
Here we go. So... For PlayStation faithful, we get Dead Star. Don't know what that is. Haven't seen anything about it.
Has a platinum.
I like that. Zombie, a
my God.
launch game.
A mediocre
Wii launch game. I Am Alive for the PS3, so we can't play that. That's actually
we can have my PS3, but that's fine.
It's actually an alright game. Savage Moon, never heard of it. And the two for PS Vita are A Virus Named Tom and Shushimi. The fuck is that?
No, see, I saw these games and I was like, no, this is they're just getting like worse. Like Rocket League, worse than my Rocket Leagues.
Something like that would be pretty dope, but it's not happening.
But I honestly feel like they're getting slowly worse and worse.
It does say PS Plus has given away 72 games since last April. That's 23 more than Xbox gave away in an equivalent year. But most of ours...
But then there's also Vita games, you know?
Yeah, that
almost
does...
makes up for the Vita games that we're getting.
Let's have a look here.
Almost perfectly. Like 23 is like a month.
Give me another month. What was your favourite month of last year? Going back to after May.
June.
Okay, so we got Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, Skulls of the Shogun, Call of Juarez Gunslinger, Cloudberry Kingdom, Futuridium, and Super Exploding Zoo. Meanwhile, Xbox got Just Cause 2, Pool Nation FX, Massive Chalice, and Thief.
Oh, that's like...
They're just bigger games.
I don't understand how this hasn't... Okay, let's give me September.
September. Good month. That's actually when Final Fantasy 15 is being released. But I digress. We got Grow Home, Super Time Force Ultra, Twisted Metal, Teslagrad, La Milana, and Zeo Drifter. Super Time Force is actually pretty chill, and I bought that afterwards. Meanwhile, meanwhile, Xbox got Battle Stations Pacific, The Dear God, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, and Crysis 3. So they're clearly getting bigger, better games.
I'm still not convinced that these Xbox 360 games are all backwards compatible, because the list is still not huge.
I think they said there's several hundred 360 games now backwards compatible.
Because I just feel like if it was legit, you're getting it for Xbox One, it would say Xbox One, Xbox 360. I feel it in my bones.
How about, for example, January? We got Hardware Rivals, Grim Fandango, Dragon Age Origins, Medal of Honor, and Nihilumbra. Then there was that whole fucking debacle with History Legends of War. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was a fucking debacle.
No, don't get me wrong. PlayStation, like, if you can go back to when it was just PS3, we were getting some fucking awesome games.
Yep. Meanwhile, they got...
Yeah, look, I can confirm on the Xbox site that Dead Space is not an Xbox One backwards compatible game.
How about Crysis 3?
No.
Counter-Strike,
Crazy Taxi. There's a lot of them, but there's not like... If we want to do it, A Kingdom for Keflings, A World of Keflings, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, Aegis Wing, Age of Booty, Alien Hominid HD, Assassin's Creed 2, Asteroids Deluxe. Just off that, like, there wasn't that many, like, great ones.
Sorry, what was that list?
There's a list of available games for backwards compatibility.
That's it?
No, that's just A.
Oh, okay.
Well, like, just in the A's, I was like, what's a king of Keflings?
I've heard of that. I don't know what it is.
Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Banjo-Kazooie, N and B, Battle
That's
Block.